When you think of Coca-Cola, images of red cans, polar bears, and feel-good ads come to mind. But behind the smiles and slogans is a much darker story. This is the evil history of Coca-Cola, a tale of exploitation, environmental harm, and controversy. Coca-Cola was created in the late 1800s, a time when people relied on homemade remedies and miracle tonics. One such tonic was invented by John Stith Pemberton, a Confederate soldier turned pharmacist who struggled with morphine addiction after the Civil War. He mixed coca leaf extract, containing cocaine, cola nuts with caffeine, and sugar to create Coca-Cola. Marketed as a cure-all, it contained cocaine until the early 1900s, when public opinion forced its removal. But by then, Coca-Cola was already a sensation. After Pemberton's death, Asa Candler took over, transforming Coca-Cola from a small medicinal drink into a global powerhouse. Candler's strategy? Aggressive marketing. He plastered the Coca-Cola logo everywhere, offered free samples, and shifted the drink's image from medicine to a refreshing beverage. By the 1900s, Coca-Cola was no longer just a drink. It was a cultural icon. Coca-Cola's global expansion had its dark moments, including its relationship with Nazi Germany. As Hitler rose to power in the 1930s, Coca-Cola was eager to break into the German market. By World War II, Coca-Cola had over 50 bottling plants in Germany, supplying drinks to soldiers. When war cut off key ingredients, Coca-Cola's German division created Fanta, keeping the business alive during the war. After the Third Reich fell, Coca-Cola distanced itself from these ties, but the reality remains: they thrived while millions perished in the war. Coca-Cola's reach extended into some of the world's poorest regions, and with it came accusations of labor exploitation. In Guatemala during the 1970s, Coca-Cola bottling plants became notorious for violent union-busting tactics. Workers who organized for better wages were threatened, kidnapped, or even murdered. Similar stories emerged in Colombia, where paramilitary groups reportedly killed union leaders connected to Coca-Cola. These weren't isolated incidents. From Africa to Asia to Latin America, Coca-Cola's pursuit of cheap labor led to accusations of dangerous working conditions, low wages, and brutal suppression of workers' rights. Coca-Cola's environmental footprint is as damaging as its labor practices. The company is one of the largest plastic polluters in the world, with billions of bottles flooding oceans every year. But the environmental damage goes deeper. In India, Coca-Cola has been blamed for draining groundwater in drought-prone areas. In Kerala, farmers and villagers found their wells running dry after Coca-Cola set up a massive bottling plant. Local communities protested, forcing the closure of several plants, but not before the damage was done. In addition to water depletion, Coca-Cola's factories have been accused of dumping toxic waste into rivers and fields, poisoning the environment. This pattern of environmental destruction is seen globally. From Mexico to Africa, all while Coca-Cola's marketing promotes a green and eco-friendly image. As Coca-Cola grew, so did concerns about the health effects of sugary drinks. As the world saw rising rates of obesity and diabetes, Coca-Cola came under fire. Instead of addressing these concerns, the company funded research to shift the blame from sugary drinks to a lack of exercise. This tactic mirrored the tobacco industry, which had similarly downplayed the dangers of smoking. Coca-Cola's influence didn't stop there. The company aggressively marketed its products to children, embedding itself in schools and sports events, despite growing awareness of the health risks. In 2015, it was revealed that Coca-Cola had secretly paid scientists to minimize the role of sugar in health problems, fueling controversy and further exposing the lengths they'd go to protect their profits. Behind Coca-Cola's red cans and heartwarming ads lies a troubling reality. From exploiting workers to harming the environment and manipulating public health, Coca-Cola's global success has come at a tremendous cost. As the company continues to dominate the world market, it's crucial to remember the true story behind the brand. A story of exploitation, deception, and destruction. If this video revealed a side of Coca-Cola you never knew, hit subscribe, leave a comment, and let us know which corporate histories you'd like us to uncover next.